Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
The outcome of the February 25, 2023 presidential election is generating several permutations as to how the forthcoming governorship election will pan out in Rivers State, where Governor Nyesom Wike is politically aligned to the All Progressives Congress APC at the center and rooting at the same time for a governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party PDP in the nation's treasure base.
No sooner than former Vice President AKUGHA won the presidential primary election of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in May 2022, Governor Nyesom Wike fell out with his party over an alleged breach of its power rotation principle. Governor Wike withdrew his support for his party's presidential candidate and engaged in an open romance with the All Progressives Congress, APC. On several occasions, APC governors and chieftains visited the Rivers State governor at his Rume Precom country home in Port Harcourt and held closed-door meetings with him. On the eve of the presidential election, it had become an open secret that Governor Wike was rooting for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, the APC candidate who was declared winner of the February 25, 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. All along, Governor Wike, who left no one in doubt that he was working against the presidential ambition of Atiku, had been wooing the electorate to vote Sir Siminalayi Fubara, PDP governorship candidate, to succeed him in office. In appreciation of Governor Wike's support for Bola Tinubu, a faction of the APC in Rivers State, led by Tony Okocha, one-time chief of staff to former Governor Rotimi Amechi, has vowed to throw its full weight behind the PDP candidate in the forthcoming governorship election.
We should reciprocate the governor's gesture. They also support whoever the governor says Rivers State should support, and see the person as a credible source and a credible candidate.
Having secured the support of a faction of the APC, Governor Wike appears upbeat to deliver his anointed candidate as the next governor of Rivers State. Somina Wokoma, President General of Ijowari, a political pressure group in Rivers State, is in support of Wike's action, which he describes as pan-Rivers.
Wike looked at it that, look, politics is all about interest, and the interest of Rivers State can be protected in the candidature of President-elect Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
On the contrary, Comrade Darlington Wauju, spokesperson for the APC in Rivers State, insists that Governor Wike will not have his way in the forthcoming election, as it is now obvious that his role in the politics of 2023 has been self-serving.
It is not surprising to me that the governor has decided to or chosen to swing from the APC on the 25th of February to the PDP. It has nothing to do with the interests of the mass of the people. It has nothing to do with the development of the state or the region. This is all personal. This is all selfish.
Siminalayi Fubara of the PDP, Tony Ko of the APC, and Senator Magnus Abe of the SDP are three strong contenders in the Rivers State governorship race. However, governorship candidate of the Action Alliance, Dr. Dawari George, had scored a hat-trick by asking his supporters, most of whom are youths, to vote for Peter Obi in the February 25 presidential election.
Yes, Peter Obi. Yes, if you want to see things to continue, make one come and come vote for me for governor. We will promote Obi until we will go for Obi as the president of Nigeria.
In the build-up to the governorship election in Rivers State, young people who are said to be obediently dignified have declared support for Dr. George, a one-time chairman of the National Council for Nigerian Youths in the state. Spokesperson for Dr. George's Bridge Campaign Organization, Dr. Christian Otiasa, is optimistic that with the support of the youths, his principal is coasting home to victory.
Dawari decided to adopt Peter Obi on the strength of his competence, and now some of the obedients are beginning to see the good person in him. Because the obedients generally believe that if we want the best for Nigeria at the national, we should also have the best for the various states where we are. And Dawari has a spread of support.
After taking a critical assessment of the changing attitude of the voting public in 2023, Dr. Richard Wokocha, a university don, has arrived at the conclusion that the forthcoming governorship election in Rivers State will be keenly contested.
If you watch between the 25th February election and now, the presidential election and now, parties in government have become more serious in wooing different sections of the community in which they are operating. That is because they have realized that the vote is in the hand of the voter now, and that cutting the voter and winning the support of the voter is critical to winning election.
Since 1999, governorship elections have been more keenly contested than any other elections in Nigeria, and Rivers State will be no exception come March 18, 2023, as Governor Wike admits. Having delivered Rivers State to the APC in the just concluded presidential election, Governor Wike will have to prove for the second time the potency of his political talisman in the forthcoming governorship elections in the nation's treasure base.
Inside the Niger Delta,